This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2000 Ford F350 Super Duty Super Cab. That would be a 4-door extra cab. It's a 7.3 liter turbo diesel. It's 4-wheel drive. It has 286,551 miles on it. It was a dealer trade-in to the Holmes Tuttle Jim Click Ford Automotive Group. And basically anything over 100,000 miles or 10 years old, they can't get financing for their used car buyers, so they sell them to us. We buy all the good diesel trucks that they have that are high on miles or years, and especially the 7.3s. Anyway, we get them here and we do an inspection. This is what the inspection looks like, and this one is very lonely because there wasn't much wrong. Cosmetically, it's pretty damn ugly, but mechanically, it's not. It got a horn fuse, wiper switch, both headlights were replaced. They both worked, but the little deals that deflect the light inside them were both broken off for some reason inside the bulb, so we had to replace the whole headlight. So it got both headlights, and both side mirror switches didn't work. Very random, right? Anyway, it says Banks on there underneath the emblems. It's got a Banks exhaust brake, and it's got some gauges on the A-pillar, and that's it. Someone liked to put stickers on it, so that's what you got. Obviously, it's an Arizona vehicle because the hood is just baked right off, and so is the roof. Cosmetically, we were going to send it to Mako and do a one-stage paint, and we thought, you know, whoever's going to buy this thing isn't going to buy it because of the way it looks. We're going to buy it for the 7.3, and it's got 280,000 miles on it. So let's let this one be the last, its last hurrah, right? So keep the price down to you. If it doesn't sell, we'll send it to paint, and we'll paint it for about, I don't know, we got to buy the passenger fender because that's all cracked and beat up. But we'd probably buy that for $200 or $300, paint the whole truck, take some of the dings out of it for $1,200. We'd spend about $1,500 on it and probably sell it for $2,500 more than we'll sell it for now. So that's probably the way to go. But our business model demands that we have a few cheap ones. There's a little ding right there. This fender, I noticed, has already been replaced. Probably because they don't know how to drive because they did it again. Whatever they did down there. Anyway, obviously, cosmetics is not... We're not going to dwell on cosmetics because that would be stupid. It's obviously cosmetically challenged. We probably could use some tires. You know, if you wanted to fix this thing cosmetically, you'd obviously have to replace this deal. The rear fender on the dualies. Tailgate's faded, so they probably had it sitting outside a lot with the sun setting in the east, facing that way the whole time. All right. Anyway, this is just a tonneau cover that kind of, see these little handles right here, you pull them back and whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it on because I'm doing this video, but that's what that looks like. I don't even know if that tailgate came with this truck. It probably does, or it did to the last owner of it because of the power stroke, the Banks power stickers. What I would do if I was buying tires for this is I would match these two passenger rear tires. These are Kumo Road Ventura ATs, and they are LT 235 85/16. So I get two of those for the passenger side, and I'd probably leave the fronts alone. So you probably only need to buy two tires at this moment if you wanted to be sure about tires. Now, I'm going to fire this thing up, show you under the hood. I'll show you under the hood, which is what really matters on a 7.3. I'm going to take off the oil cap so you can see blow by. Generally on 7.3s there's some, on almost all 7.3s, but on this one I think it's pretty light. Like I said, whoever owned this before replaced this fender. That is very, very good. Very good. We did put 2 new batteries in it. Pretty tough. I like it under the hood. Let's get under here. There. We didn't replace it, but it looks like it's got a new alternator also. The belt looks new also. Alright, let's see. Door locks. Let's see. Just a little assistance here. There's a Kelly Blue Book on this truck with 286,551 miles. Their suggested retail price is $12,336, and their fair purchase price would be $11,265. There's all the equipment that we included. Also, it's got a bunch of manuals. It's got all of its original manuals in here. All of them for the whole thing. That's pretty cool. So that's going to go in there. Boom. All right. That looks good. What else we got going on here? All right. Show you underneath it here. Bin here. Windows, driver window, passenger window. This guy's not liking them. I think we need to work on this door lock, which we will. It's a little stuck. I can feel it moving. There's a little jam there, so make sure if you're the buyer that we fix that. That's not gonna work for me. That one's working, but that one's not. Oh, mirrors. Out, in, down, up. That's a new mirror switch. Out, in, up, down. Power seat back, forward, up, down, tilt up, tilt down. Rear seat, tilt down, tilt up. Go back down again. There it goes. There we go. All right. Got the tilt wheel here. Boom. That looks fine. All right. Let's get in here. 286,574 miles. There's your overdrive. Boom, boom. Light bulb doesn't work. That's not unusual, is it? There it is. It's just a tough touch right there. Got a kind of connector in there. There we go. Something in that switch. So we got a lock and we got an overdrive switch. It's another thing to deal with. Probably just gonna replace this whole arm. Not sure why my guys let that go. That matters. So there'll be a little talk when we get back to the shop. Alright, there's your banks. Exhaust brake there. Alright, air's working good. Turn that on. Put my seatbelt on. It's a good sign. We got Ozzy. Alright, let's see. Change the station. Let's see, there we go. CD player, old school cassette. That all works, blah, blah, blah. All right, let me put it into neutral. Put it into 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. See that? Now we're gonna go to drive. Wow, this is a tank in 4 low. Reverse in 4 low. Yeah, I would not You might want to get out of the way of this thing. It's just ugly enough to not matter if you run people over with it. Oh wait, I'm down here, aren't I? There's 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Drive. Looking for the switch down here. This is old school, which is better. And reverse in 4 high. Alright, now go back to, I'm actually going to neutral. And we're going to go to 2-wheel drive. Now we're in 2-wheel drive, let's go for a ride. Alright. If you come home, if you come to Tucson to drive this thing home, you will pay tax and dock fees. Dock fee is $250. Taxes are 2% city tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 4%, you'll pay 6. If it's 8, you'll pay 10. If you're one of our buyers from Alaska who fly down here, they have 0, so they only pay 2% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is your agreed upon price, and that's it. There's no tax, there's no dock fees, nothing. Once we receive your wire, we will fill in the title with your name or your company's name and address. We'll sign it off, notarize it, scan it into your online file, so you'll be able to see it immediately. We'll even scan in the envelope that we mail it in, and then we'll send the title off to you, and when you have it shipped to you, you will just take the title that we mailed to you and the truck itself to your motor vehicles, and you'll deal with it. Simple as that. These guys, I always tell people when we sell these things, I just did one just exactly this set on an 05. Who knows if these things work? People put these things on, I have no idea why. Because they're not accurate and whatever, but anyhow, I'll show them to you here when I get the turbo going and stuff, but you can see the exhaust temperature. That could probably be accurate. The turbo boost, I don't think is right. These things are notoriously incorrect. And there's a cop right here, so I'm going to put the phone down a little bit here so I can not get a ticket. Here we go. Huh. I think he had a little hay falling out of the back of his truck there. I'm going to give it a little turbo here. Yeah, it probably works. I don't know. Anyway, just consider it broken because I would not depend on those things to be 100% accurate ever. Oh, what else? Let's see. Deposit. Deposit's $500. Once we receive your deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelconnects.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it's for sale. So get your deposit. It's a 7.3. It won't last long. Warranty speech. Okay. This truck is 16 years old and it's got almost 300,000 miles on it. There's no warranty. If it breaks the day you get it, go get it fixed. If it needs a transmission the day you get it, go get a transmission. Good news is they're not that expensive. Neither are the motors, really, which is kind of bizarre. But today it runs fine, drives fine. But just know that when you buy anything used, you're adopting some risk. If you don't like risk, then you gotta, buy a new something, and then you'll have warranty for 3 years. A new one of these, a 6.7 with cloth, about 50 grand. And for 3 years, you'll have peace of mind. And after that, you'll just have powertrain. And then after a couple more years, you'll have nothing, and you'll owe 20-something thousand still, probably. At least. So just realize there's some risk. Realize that we're not writing you a check when something breaks. And if it's the first day it breaks, it's the first day that it breaks, and we're not writing a check. Okay? We tell people straight up what they're getting. We want people to realize that there's risk involved, and we want them to think ahead. If you can't adopt risk, if you don't know a little bit about diesel, never buy diesel, any diesel, if you don't know anything about diesel. And if you don't know anything about diesel, ask somebody, okay? They'll know, and they'll know what I'm talking about. They'll know about injectors and transmissions and motors, and it's all way different from gas, okay? So be an educated person, don't be a dope, and no whiners allowed, okay? Anyway, runs great. That would be it. Thank you for your time.